These are not lights from an alien spacecraft. These lights exist in nearly every home in the world with a television set, yet they are invisible to the human eye. Chances are, if you are watching this video, you have operated one of these yourself. Common household remote controls use electronically generated infrared light with LEDs or light-emitting diodes, again, invisible to the human eye and most video recording equipment without a special lens, like a dog hearing a whistle.
An explosion.
While some claim this is a piece of paper or debris, you will notice that the dot exhibits a measurable and constant tracking motion of approximately 65 degrees, from point A, the left edge of the South Tower face, to point B, midpoint of the neighboring building at Church and Liberty Street. It is unaffected by wind or the blast of the fireball. The beam appears to flutter as it reflects off the fireball and smoke. This is an illusion similar to shining a light on the surface of a fluid in motion, like a churning sea. The fireball provides a reflective surface for the infrared light beam, which is at a higher frequency than a carbon fire or visible light. The blinking is what is known as coding of the laser, similar to the electronic instructions transmitted by your TV remote. This enables the sensors on a guidance system to recognize a specific designation and prevents it from targeting errant beams from counter-targeting systems and missing the intended target. This is a reflection of the infrared laser from the South Tower to a building at Pine and William Street, 1,500 feet away. You will note that both images are identical in intensity, or brightness. In this next clip, imagine shining a flashlight through fog. Some of the light will reflect while passing through the layers of fog. In this case, a puff of smoke from the fire at the North Tower captures a reflection from the infrared laser beam. When you compare the three images of smoke reflection, the dot on the South Tower, and the reflection on the distant building with the green copper top, the direction of the source becomes apparent. The infrared laser originates from a position above at an angle of approximately 45 degrees from an airborne platform, moving from left to right. It does not come from the Boeing or from a position on the ground. Moments before impact, sensors mounted on the remotely flown Boeing detect the infrared laser and attempts a course correction, a sudden left turn. This picture is an example of an infrared targeting laser from an airborne platform projecting onto a ground target. And here you can see the Boeing in its final moments and its sudden left-hand turn. What is an airborne platform, and were any seen in the video footage from 9/11? What may have appeared as a bird moving quickly from left to right was not a bird at all. This small aircraft with the jet turbine engine was not a fighter plane. There were none reported in the area around the time of the initial attacks, and they did not arrive until much later according to eyewitness accounts. Do you hear that tiny jet engine? Here is another look so that you can see the aircraft with straight wings and a visible rudder. This small aircraft is what is known as an unmanned aerial vehicle, or UAV. They have been in use by the military since the early 80s, and small jet engine models were in use since the mid-90s. Today, they are an integral part of our military's arsenal in the war on terror. Although it is difficult to identify the exact model of the UAV in this video, here are some examples of prototype and existing turbofan jet UAV technology dating back to 1996. In these images from angelsfortruth.org, a curious double-stacked object was captured in a photograph. Also profiled on their page is a comparison to an interesting Canadian-made UAV used by the U.S. Navy since 1988. Now this doesn't prove that a CL-327 was in use on September 11th, but it is clear now that this technology was in existence and clearly in use long before 2001. This is documentation from an online defense publication concerning infrared laser designation technology and its use with UAV airborne platforms. This is a much older UAV used by the Israeli military, as you can see, as far back as 1982. Here are one of the many new UAVs currently being marketed to our military and domestic law and border enforcement. This is the Cyber Scout. As the last part of my presentation, this is a quick visual of current UAV surveillance and weapons targeting technology. This has been in development since the late 90s. It is part of the FCS, or Future Combat Systems. This is the UAV known as Global Hawk.
Holy shit!
Ultra.